There you go. Go. Getting late. There you are, right here. Whoa!
This is one of those stories you might say a lot. A physician in Nevada says health insurers are encouraging his patients to kill themselves. Tonight he joins us. We talked to Charles Krauthammer last night about Brian Callister. He's an internal medicine specialist in Reno. He was recently attempting to provide life-saving care for two of his patients, he says, one from Oregon, the other from California. But he says the patient's insurance company stood in the way. They refused to pay for the treatments the patients needed to live, and instead, the doctor says, the insurers would only agree to pay for assisted suicide, which is now legal in Oregon and California.
Oh my God.
Joins us tonight. Doctor, this is one of those stories that jumped right off the page at me when I read it, and it's so horrifying that you'll pardon me for being a little bit skeptical. I know that you're prohibited by HIPAA, by federal law, from divulging any details, but describe your experience with the insurance companies and reassure us that you didn't misread what they said.
No, and Tucker, first of all, I'd like to thank you for having me on.
Of course.
And I was really quite stunned at how this evolved. And there was nothing in writing, of course. Something like this, I tend to think folks like this would be too smart for that. So I was looking to make hospital-to-hospital transfers of two patients about a month apart that were seriously ill and needed procedures that we don't do in Northern Nevada currently. And these were not experimental procedures. These were standard care types of things. And as is typically the case, most physicians will tell you, I was asked to speak with the insurance medical director. So while on the phone, the first medical director making the case for why I wanted to transfer the patient for a life-sustaining, and this was supposed to be a curative procedure. So it wasn't palliative care or extend life. The medical director on the phone said to me, you know, Brian, we're not going to pay for the procedure or the transfer, but by the way, have talked to the patient about assisted suicide. And, you know, quite frankly, I was as stunned.
May I stop you there? So you were clear with the insurance company, this is a patient who could be cured potentially, who had a chance at living. And the insurance people knew that.
Correct. In both
He's
of
freezing.
these cases, the procedure that we were looking to perform would have been potentially curative